Good morning and welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson and I bring you another word. Excuse me. This is about a 10-minute show. I talk about a particularly good word that I need to learn about, and maybe you do too. So let's talk a little bit about it. I hope you're making this a beautiful day. So these words that I'm using for my word for the day usually come from the Virtues Project. It's a great organization. It's all around the world, over 100 countries. They've been doing this for over 30 years. Really great organization, and I'm thankful to them for all that they do. So the word I picked today is purity. I picked this randomly out of my remaining cards. I only have a few left, six after today. The word is purity. Okay. I'm sure that brings to mind some good things and some things that may be a little uncomfortable. But let's talk about it. Here we go. Purity. I'm going to do that. Okay, purity is living in a state of physical and spiritual health. For me, that is a goal in life, is to live in physical and spiritual health. And I think that the practice of purity, our word for today, can be very helpful, and I'm looking forward to it. We experience well-being by keeping our bodies and living spaces clean and fresh. Purification is a process. We free ourselves day by day from unwanted influences and addictive desires. We let go of what no longer fits our lives. We replace negativity with virtues practices. We clean up our mistakes, choosing responsibility instead of guilt. Like a mirror kept free of dust, we purify our intentions. Purity gives us a clear conscience and a peaceful soul. And, that striving for love and peace and joy and connectedness and all those things, we can get there more easily by practicing purity. Our thoughts, our minds, in our spiritual lives, our physical lives. What a great thing to practice being more intentional about cleaning up all the junk in our lives, all the bad habits that we have, all the bad thoughts that we have. Recently I catch myself driving, and this seems to happen more and more often. I'm not sure why, but people do what I interpret as stupid stuff driving down the road. And I have to remind myself, that guy that just cut me off and is weaving through traffic, he might be on his way to see his mother or grandmother or father or relative of some sort in the hospital, and who knows, maybe that's why he's in such a hurry. We have to assume the best, or else we get caught up in these negative thoughts, and we can also become angry about the situation, and that doesn't do us or anybody else any good. So think about that. Let's purify our thoughts a little bit. And our language seems like foul language is so common anymore, but it's really not necessary. That's a personal preference. Purity gives us a clear conscience and a peaceful soul. Okay, purity frees us to be who we are meant to be. And I believe that I'm meant to be somebody that is peaceful and joyful and loving. And that leaves out the possibility of all that negativity and all the bad language, all that kind of stuff. Okay. What does the practice of purity look like? I keep my body clean and my space orderly. I purify, and there's always room for improvement on that one. You know, uh, I am a spreader. I'm not a stacker. I don't, if you know the difference, then you're well familiar with this. I tend to spread things out so I don't lose things. And for people who make big piles, it's a different way to organize things. But either way, it could be orderly. It's just personal preference. Okay. By the way, I thank the Virtues Project because they're so helpful in this project of mine. And I want to also thank all the sponsors who are behind me. Certainly, the people who come here and watch, all the people who are online or watching the replay, those people are super important to me too. And I thank them so much for the little thumbs up and hearts and the comments and the shares. Those are all really nice, and I appreciate that. Okay, well, back to the practice of purity. I purify my life of negativity. That's a big deal right there. Let go of the negativity. I replace unwanted habits by cultivating virtues. Okay. That changing anger to something more productive like patience and kindness and so many other virtues. I take responsibility for clearing up my mistakes. We should always take responsibility for ourselves. And I try to do that. And by the way, when it comes to purity, I, like everybody else, I have work to do. And um, that's how these virtues work. I mean, we all need to work on all of them, and nobody is perfect. So it's a thing that we can do to move us in a better direction. I talk a lot about life balance when I'm talking to business owners or people. As a business advisor, I balance is an important thing, and nobody obtains that perfect balance in life or in business. The idea is, if you're out here, move in this direction. If you're up here, move in a direction that gets you closer to life balance. I mean, it's so fun, really. I act from pure intentions. I live as I truly choose to live. Okay, these are good things. I'm thankful for the gift of purity. It gives me a fresh start. And, just the thought of having a fresh start is something that we have every morning when we get up. For me, I'm thankful first thing in the morning. I'm thankful for God and my wife and my family, everything around me. I have to, well, all of us, if you're watching this, you live a relatively comfortable life. You have internet, you have, a way to watch this. There's a scale here that is just vast, from people who are not sure whether or not they're going to get any clean water, and they may not get any clean water to drink today. Food is a whole other subject. We here in certainly in the United States, and obviously there's pockets of poverty everywhere in the world, right in our own backyard. But be thankful and grateful for all that you have, because you certainly do have lots of good in your life. And sometimes being grateful just requires that you look around a little bit and think a little bit about all the blessings that you really do have. Okay, there's a quote on the back of this card from Zoroastrianism, which is not something I know much about, but it says, and it's a good quote, it says, "For any human being, the purification of character is done thus, with good thoughts, good words, good deeds." Great quote. It's a great quote. Let's work on our thoughts and words and deeds. These are things that we can affect, and that brings us closer to purity, and that brings us closer to balance. And that life balance is a great thing. If you have any questions about this, any of this stuff, by the way, the word today is purity. Ask me. You see this little thing on the bottom of your screen that says book a free call. If you go to businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact and you want to talk about something business or something to do with the virtues or life balance, all you have to do is pick a time and day, and it will only let you take the times and days that are available for me, and book a call and let's chat. It's a free 15-minute call, and I really enjoy talking to people. If you're so inclined, click on the button and let's chat about things. Okay. The word today was purity, and I've gone over time, I see. Well, it's a good word and it's a good thought. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you work on it today and everything else too. So I wish you peace and joy and love and all the good things in life. And to do that, one of the easiest ways to get that moving is by doing something nice for somebody else. So let's do something nice for somebody else. And if we have the resources, let's do something really nice for a whole bunch of people today. I know that some of you have those resources and you actually do this. It's a great thing. Be that light in the dark. Be that source of love and hope and peace and joy and purity as an example for other people. Do that because it's a good thing to do. It helps us to bring a little bit more light into this somewhat challenging world. Certainly in some parts of the world, it's very challenging right now. But we can all do a little part by bringing that light to other people. It could be a smile or a hug or a kind word, or there's a zillion things that you can do that would bring a little bit of light into somebody else's life. And I hope you find a way to do that today. Okay, I will see you soon. Make this the best day that you can. Okay, bye-bye.